Have you ever been asked to do poppers at a PTA meeting? The question came from Bethany Morrison, head of the fundraising committee and mother of three, while we were setting up folding chairs for the Riverside Elementary PTA meeting. Do you know where I can get poppers? She whispered, glancing around the empty cafeteria. I nearly dropped the stack of agenda printouts I was carrying. In my previous life, before kids and suburbs and normalcy, that question meant something very specific. Excuse me? I managed, wondering if 5 years of sleep deprivation had finally made me hallucinate. Poppers, she repeated more urgently. Miranda said you used to work in event planning downtown. You must know where to get them, right? Event planning. That's what I'd told everyone when they asked about my life before moving here with my husband and twins. It sounded better than bartender at underground clubs where people did things PTA moms wouldn't understand. I'd left that world behind completely. No contact with anyone from those days, no social media links, nothing. Bethany, I don't think it's for the spring carnival, she interrupted. We need those things that pop with confetti when you pull the string. Party poppers? The budget committee approved 500 units, but nobody knows where to order them in bulk. The relief hit me so hard I actually laughed. Party poppers, confetti poppers, not what I thought at all. Oh, those poppers. Yes, I can send you a wholesale link. But Bethany kept talking, lowering her voice even more. Actually, there's something else. My sister is getting married and her bachelorette party is next month. Miranda mentioned you might know about the other kind too. My stomach dropped. The other kind? You know, she made a vague gesture. The little bottles? For dancing? Someone said you used to be really into the club scene. Miranda, of course. She'd been fishing for information about my past since I'd accidentally mentioned knowing the DJ at her husband's company party. I'd covered by saying I'd planned events at his venue, but she'd been suspicious ever since. I think you have the wrong idea about my background, I said carefully. Oh, come on, Bethany laughed. We're all adults here. We all had lives before minivans and meal prep. Janet over there used to be a tattoo artist. Patricia did roller derby. Everyone has secrets, except their secrets were quirky, and mine could destroy my carefully constructed life. The other parents already side-eyed me for being too young, for not having the right degree, for a dozen other tiny infractions of suburban motherhood. If they knew the truth, my kids would never get another playdate invitation. I really can't help with that, I said firmly. That's when Charles Brennan walked in, carrying a box of fundraiser chocolates. Charles, who I'd last seen 6 years ago at 3 a.m. in a very different context, when he went by Chase and wore significantly less clothing while dancing on a platform. Our eyes met, his widened in recognition, then panic. He was wearing khakis and a polo shirt with a little embroidered logo. His husband followed behind with their daughter, who was in my son's class. Chase! Charles! Bethany called out. Perfect timing. I was just asking Rebecca about party supplies. He set down the box carefully, his real estate agent smile perfectly in place. What kind of party supplies? Poppers, Bethany said meaningfully. Both kinds. Charles caught my eye. We had a full conversation without words. He knew my secret. I knew his. Mutual assured destruction, suburban parent edition. Confetti poppers are available at Party Central on Main Street, he said smoothly. As for anything else, I wouldn't know. We're more of a wine and cheese party family these days. The meeting started before Bethany could push further. We discussed the spring carnival, the teacher appreciation lunch, and fundraising goals. Normal parent stuff. But I couldn't focus. Hyper aware of Charles across the room, of Miranda watching me with calculating eyes, of how quickly everything could unravel. After the meeting, Charles cornered me by the parking lot. Rebecca? He said quietly. I thought your name was... It's Rebecca now. Been Rebecca for 5 years. He nodded. I'm in real estate now. Married. The whole suburban dream. Does your husband know? Does yours? He countered. We stood there, two refugees from a different world, hiding in plain sight among the PTA parents. Your secret's safe, I said finally. Yours too. He paused. Though you might want to watch out for Miranda. She's been asking questions. The next week, I volunteered to handle the party supply order. I made sure we had 500 confetti poppers for the carnival. Bethany seemed disappointed I couldn't help with her bachelorette party needs. Last month, Charles and I ended up co-chairing the fall festival committee. We never talk about our past, but sometimes we catch each other's eye when other parents complain about being tired, and we remember what real exhaustion felt like.